else charging the front towards 8 long here, and Daiki, he's good for 2 headshots, making that pistol work for him. And it's now a 3v3. SK, wow, very low here, but nice taps there for Spawn. He's been lethal this game so far, this series, and he's not looking to stop anytime soon. It's just Daiki and L-Tems left all alone here with a flank coming up right now for Paradox.
Not pushing into a house because he knows this could prove to be fatal. P250 just hits like a dream in that close quarter. And this opens up. They can actually go for the B site here. Spawn too easy. He just wants to really challenge this. And he's not going to get stopped at all. But they might have been fake. That B could be the next point of entry for, well, 5entry. But it seems like they double wrapped around. This works out in their favor. They could get caught in the cross. But it's just a quick transition for them. They should be able to plant down that bomb. And we go for the post plant. L-Tems, though, oh, he's not going to be planting it for out in the open. So they're just going to stay here onto the site. Well, they do have only the pistols. So I think that makes a lot more sense just to kind of corral themselves in a 2 versus 2. Uphill battle for too easy.
Daiki's wondering where he was getting shot from. Eventually, he figures out it's from CT spawn now. 2v2 retake scenario. They're holding down onto site. Double down on that location here. Spawn looking for the double connect, but it's going to be him to make that 1v2 successful. And that's another headshot landed nicely by SK WoW. And 2Easy Gaming make that retake look easy.
There was nothing really that I think 5entry could have done there. Maybe they could have pushed in, caught 2Easy Gaming before they got into the site to try to play that retake, but even then, I think that might have been just too much of a tall task for 5entry to do. 5entry, though, okay, they're gonna be buying up.
Yeah.
Even though they did not get that round win, they did get the bomb planted down, and that's always something that you're going to be happy about. Couple of pop flashes here and there, but the choo-choo train is onto the B. SK WoW's going to spot them out with this AUG, and he could deal some substantial amount of damage. Everybody's getting lit up, and even if they can plant down this bomb once again, this is... I don't know how they're going to be able to hold this off, because they're basically on the side, and the nades are coming down.
That's the M4 in the hands of Items. What can he do? He gets one, but SK WoW burned away almost to a crisp here. Not a lot of HP left, however. Good flashes. Spots 1, spots a second, gets 2. Unlocks the headshot on the 3rd before he goes down. Trade available 1v1 right now. Items versus SK WoW. Has given up the information on his position, so he has to dip and dodge and duck and weave through the back of this pillar, and he prevails in the end. That eco successful yet again for the Japanese squad. They bring it back 1-1 on a force buy.
Damn, that should not have happened. But the double lineup with the SMG, perfect coming in to the gate. It was like a moment of, give me your identification card. If you're not, I'm going to shoot you. And it seems like that was enough for 5entry. The force, risky. The outcome, the reward, definitely gorgeous here. Just because of the one fact that they stopped the momentum of 2Easy Gaming. And they know that if 2Easy Gaming can get their groove, well, you are in for a rude awakening. Laprasu and L-Tems quick to work onto the 3. Has to back away here. Drops down onto Spawn there. And SK WoW, he's got to be careful, but how did they do this with just the Deagles? Axel Blaze and SK WoW with the simultaneous double kill, and Okinawa-kun, he's backing away. He smoked himself off. He might be afraid of anything that could happen, but Daiki comes in from long to shut him down, and now they have to wait. But Okinawa able to go into the site. That's going to be the bomb planted down, and Daiki, he has the crosses.
Oh, good shot. Nice double. Lines up 2. And gets another round here for 5entry. They do well on their attacking side. This is the same thing that happened in Mirage. Their attack starts off good. They have the aim to back it up. But when it comes to the fundamentals of the defense, that's when they sort of struggle. Fortunately, here on Dust 2, it's a little bit more straightforward. It's not as, I'd say, complex as Mirage. And so the formations may be a little bit, I'd say, easier, maybe a little bit less taxing in terms of mid-round shot calls. And so I expect 5entry will do much better on this map.
That could be a definite possibility there, because it seems like they just have to focus on one entry point per angle here. Makes it very easy. Look at this triple stack from 2Easy. They might have been able to squeeze their way in. I think they weren't running as well, so no audio cue for 5entry to kind of work off of. But I just can't believe he's hitting these shots time and time again. The Deagle is kind of like the signature weapon for SK WoW up to this point. He's just able to connect.
Yikes! And that kill with the, with the USD there, it's very, very frustrating to happen. Should never happen, but it does, and that's a big whiff from Anime. Can he keep his team alive? Shoots his teammate in the process. I think takes a little bit of damage from it. Daiki is under a lot of pressure. Gets one though, looking for the second. That's a good flash and peek right there from Omkaru. Now the Opper left standing here. Close range, he finds one, he finds nothing more. And that's gonna be 5entry losing that round, and the operator to 2Easy Gaming.
The AWP operator, the one who operates the sniper rifle.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Exactly.
Yeah,
I got you. They were on a weaker buy. That was. I feel the problem right now for 5entry isn't really their taking of the site prowess or their ability to take in the site or map control. Is I think the information which leads to that map control, because they had all the weapons that they needed in that particular round. They had everything that they had to win it, and I think they just try to force their way into angles where it was basically unknowns for them, and that has just led to some really cheeky crossfires, catch off that should not have happened. L-Temps though, okay, that's a shot off onto Omkar, but still the site is going to be taken here, and Spawn, again, these guys are just cracked with their aim, able to connect. And Anime, he's lost his mind. Sometimes you lose your mind when you watch anime, and watching anime right now makes a lot of sense. He does get that TK down, and Daiki, well, up onto short, but will he come big or fall short? We'll see what happens in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Maybe they'll be charging for a couple more episodes, and that's most likely what's gonna be. You're just gonna hear the members of 5entry just going for
screaming and shouting.
60 minutes. And that's pretty much it. That's what we waited for. When we were kids, that was entertaining to us. Just having two grown men yell at each other for 15 minutes at a time, and when they're have their hair color change. It's basically an episode in the salon. It's like, hey, we're changing hair color and yelling at each other.
If you watch Attack on Titan right now, when you're on your Titan form, it's basically the same thing. But now, just back a bit to the ball game, they line up for Okinawa-kun, but Axel Blaze just whips out, strafes through the smoke, catches off. How many was that? Like 2 for 5entry? They've lost a lot more as well, as there was an aggressive push onto the short area, and they're getting caught off the seams here. I mean, there is a couple of rounds on the pocket of 5entry, but it seems like, again, they're having that difficulty after the initial momentum. It just falls off straight on their faces, whether it's just Easy Gaming catching them off, or 5entry just being too corralled and not splitting themselves up. It seems to just not work out well for them. And look at this Chad play from Daiki, just charging right out of A house, spots out the 1, now leaving it a 2 versus 2. But bomb control is still in the hands of 5entry here. They can bring it wherever they want, but the problem is they just don't know where their opponents are. But they do have time.
Well, there's a couple questions on. The lineup is good right there for Spawn. Good positioning from him, but there's a couple of really questionable plays that I just saw in that last round. Like they had a player on 2Easy Gaming actually isolated, behind the doors on A long. Nobody came to back him up. He threw a flash. He could have gotten around the corner, or asked for a smoke or something like that. But he was just there all alone in no man's land. Nobody was there to trade the kill. No one was there to help him out. No one was there to even flash for him. The moment he got spotted out, I feel like he should have backed off. And that could have been a really scary round for 2Easy. Fortunately, honestly, Spawn just bailed out the rest of his team.
Oh, they're waiting. Charging out. There's a lot of footsteps here. The tappy taps onto the roof. Or onto the ground. The Stompies and Okinawa. Okay. Okay, Nawa, we see you. We see you. SK Wilder charging right up as he knows that 4 people have charged right out of a house here. Now they're getting pincered in. Now they can't really get out, but if they can get the kill on SK Wow, they can immediately rotate for that B site. The problem now is 5entry. They got no information. They're throwing out some utilities here and there, but the problem now is they need to find where this lurker strikes, and SK Wow is in prime position. Spouts out the first, could not get the second, but they know where he is, and it's still a 2 versus 1.
Yeah, they bring it to a 1v2, and he spots him now. They has information, but still could go either way. Okinawa-kun here gonna go ahead and push through mid doors. I don't know if Spawn actually catches his back. Right onto catwalk, and yeah, there we go. He finally sees him, and that's going to be a good flank play yet again from Spawn. Always in the right position. Spawn's positioning is just so on point this game. And actually, even in the previous game, he just knows how to read 5entry.
And 5entry, I mean, this team, they're able to make things happen at the very start. They're charging right out. They're getting the proper kills here and there. But it seems like they're just not... Oh my goodness. How does SK WoW even know that there was an opper already there? Just waiting for it. Actually, not an opper, but a scouter. Not the best weapon there. He has to switch up to the AK. It's the better weapon. Don't worry about it. It's a one-tap headshot at any range, and it's just looking fan-freaking-tastic as a weapon as well. Gonna be throwing out the smokes for that mid-control, but L10 always even ready for it. I think he was. Well, he is. That's gonna be a catch-off onto Omkar.
Look at this. He's baiting, actually. He's baiting a fake towards long, just pretending like he's walking away, but he's not biting on the other side. L10's, he still wins it in the end. So L10's prevails against Axel Blaze, and that's a big scalp to find. 2 kills now in the favor of 5entry. They have 1 player with very minimal HP. Eltem finally falls, and that's going to be the bomb drop. That's a big kill, because now they have to work all the way back, and that forces Okinawa-kun to go back towards the bomb, where he gets picked off by the off now, and Spawn too easy will get shot from the back because they work their way up through A short.
I mean, I think they saw 2 people already on the cross, if I'm not mistaken, so... Looking through at the T spawn, that I don't think that makes any sense at all, but there is still Paradox to cover the cross here. SK WoW, he's about to spot it out, and he can actually hit a beautiful shot there.
Oh.
C4 has been dropped? No, Labrasu does plant it down. It's gonna be the 1-for-1 now, or 1v1 more specifically, and SK WoW, he only has 20 in the chamber, and oh, he can actually charge out right here. He knows that the plant is for long. And he can challenge with an AWP. This could actually work for him, even at low HP. It's possible. Oh, and he has smoke as well, yeah.
This is a really bad idea here for Labrasu. He went long to challenge, and he knows he's going up against an op. So, I don't know about this play. It's a little bit sketchy for me. Okay, it does work out, fortunately. The HP wasn't there in his favor, but the smoke could have come in. It could have obscured his vision. There were so many things that could have gone wrong. Fortunately, he makes it work. I think the play there would have been to just maybe play closer to stay on site and to force the operator into a close angle. But I guess if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
The one fact as well is if he got the information that his opponent's already dinked, he doesn't even have to have that visual confirmation, because that particular plant, it allows you to just strafe, shoot, then back away. You don't even have to know where your opponent is. A stray bullet would be enough. So I think he had everything under control there. And even though that did seem kind of risky for us, it still, I think, made a lot of sense for him, because... I mean,
it's risky because he had to flash, really, right?
Yeah, true. Also true. And even
he had to flash, and then he had to jump across, and if he died there, that would have been the biggest blunder. So literally everything went right for him to be alive in that last one. But again, not a fan of the play.
Maybe he just is a fan of that particular angle as well, you know?
Yeah. 3-man stack towards A long, but they're going to fall one after the other. And that's going to be A side secured here. Nobody left on 2EZ Gaming side. This is looking much, much better here for 5entry. And like I said, this map, it seems to favor them. Nice headshot, though, from Eltems.
They haven't completed the smoke. Oh, this bomb is planted on top of the boxes. What's going to be the play here? Laprasu, he's been on point for so many rounds right now. In 5entry, they're starting to heat back up. That shot, though, to connect, and look at that transition. The catch-off through the door as well. Beautifully executed. And that's going to be the 5-4, 5entry, like you said. They're starting to pick things up here. It's a lot of steam. And, well, you don't want to uninstall it. You just want to keep it in your
updated,
hard
bro.
drive. And
I mean, keep it just in case Half-Life 3 ever comes out.
that's never going to happen.
I know.
No, it's not going to happen.
Don't.
Oh, my
What?
God. SK Wow, he's been on fire with the Deagle, and he just whips out the Scout just to show us that it's not only the
Bro.
pistol that it can make Jiggy with. You know what I mean?
That was gross. That shot was actually filthy. I need a shower after that shot, but it is what it is. Man, Lapras, who's just going to be like, yeah, that kind of thing just happens.
It just looks like his fallen comrade was like, yeah, it just conspired. And then Okinawa-kun immediately there just to pick up the slack. Axel Blaze in a prime position to deal some damage, but with the P250, it's going to fall short. And 5entry, it seems like they were negging to go for that A site, but it was a ruse here, Ilu. It was a ruse. It's the B. They have 3 people, 3 bodies, 3 AKs onto this one. Their opponents also have some firepower to work with.
Yeah. Anime now. Pushing up. He's gonna get flashed out. Looking at peek. He finds the scout. But will he find any more? Nope. Gonna be a run here from spawn. He's gonna save that AK. Gonna get out of dodge here and just run all the way to doors onto A long and just hold on to that. Hold it nice and tightly. Maybe whisper it a story. Tell it a story. Sing it a lullaby. Take it to bed.
Grasp on it a little bit, you know.
Yep. Cuddle.
Just whisper some secrets to it, or carelessly whisper in its chamber. Never gonna dance again. 5-5.
I'm never gonna dance again. Don't get me started. It's getting to that point in the evening where we start pulling out the karaoke.
I guess not. I'm pretty sure Twitch chat does not want to hear the melodies of these two randos.
Yeah.
They're
Stack towards
push though.
A long. Omar Kun gets one, but traded out. Laprasu has something to say about it. Good work with the op. Nice skills on the AWP on these guys here. Very, very formidable. Laprasu looking for more control. He digs down deep towards pit. It's going to be an op versus op fight on towards long here, but the play is actually to go towards mid. It's a split here. They're going to leave the op player to lurk. He's going to go down without a fight. Nice peek from SK Wow here, but the pressure is on as they do rotate towards B. Axel Blaze gives up his position. Not until he gets one. Almost finds a second. Gets a dink. 7 HP. Onto Daiki. Aggressive peek. He knows he has to bring it back, and that's one player left. SK Wow has the AWP in his hands, and so he has to come up huge. Not an easy thing to do. An AWP and a B retake. Forget about it.
The Zoomer banger in his hands, or the boom tube. I don't know what to call. I don't know what the kids call the op as of the moment, but right now he's just gonna run away with it, stand in place, use that extra time to talk to his teammates to what's gonna happen on the next one. But yeah, you were saying.
I think the kids call the op the operator. That's what they call it nowadays.
Oh, no, like
well, I'm not gonna let this joke die. I'm sorry. It's stuck now.
It happens.
It happens.
You know what? There's another game that also calls its characters operator. Okay.
Yeah. R6,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. R6.
Yeah, it's a good game.
We walk the fine line of tactical shooters. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, we do that. Now, all right, here. Let's see. 5-6. This is a much closer game than we initially were expecting to see it, so I'm very much happy about it. Early pick yet again from SK. Wow, getting Lapras, who is losing the op duels every single time here, and really, really well played.
As 5entry, they just don't want to push out anymore. Losing that AWP straight at spawn is back away for the moment. Now they're going to be charging up onto A long here, ever so calmly, making sure they do their due diligence here, Ilu. Always do your due diligence to check your corners, because in one of those pockets, in one of those spots that you don't check, 1 out of 10 times there could be someone just lurking and waiting for you got to be kidding me. This is not an FPL. This is a major kind of moment, you know? And,
Yeah.
that's where it could all fall down for you. But for now, 5entry do have the advantage in terms of the rounds, and they're kind of just using a lot more of their utility. But even though there's a lot of fakes to go for the B, I don't think Too Easy Gaming is getting baited. But as I say that, look at the rotations on that mini-map. They even just back away, and the cross is set up. 5entry, 5 head.
Nice shot right there. SK Wow finds 2 kills, finds 3. That's going to be another one. Bringing things back for his team. Doesn't matter if they're only on pistols. It's a good thing he saved that AWP because it's doing God's work right now. So is Anime. He finds 2. Looking to turn things around as well as he finds a 3rd kill. Up versus off this time. Who's going to win? SK Wow misses that opportunity, and he doesn't miss the 2nd. Now, again, these ops, man, they're just hitting home, and he finds another. SK Wow! That's got to be the ace, isn't it?
In it, I think it is. I wasn't counting. I was just at awe of the operator. Maybe that's why you call it the operator, you know? You're at awe from the person who used the op.
Yeah.
But that was nuts
That was
from
sexy.
both Anime and SK WoW. That was just
This is the battle of the snipers, man. This feels like I'm back in Stalingrad. No, I was never at Stalingrad. But, like, I was vicariously in Stalingrad. Or was it Leningrad? I don't forget it. Never mind. SK Wow again. Good opening pick. They need to force him off, and they finally get him down. Vengeance finally bestowed upon the Too Easy lineup. Going towards B, and they catch Axel Blaze looking completely the wrong way.
This is gonna be numbers advantage for 5entry, and immediately I do like how they know they have the numbers. Why not just push out a bit with a lurker there and even just make Too Easy Gaming on their toes once again? They know that somebody is on the mid, but 5entry is just going to hold off. They know they have everything already. They don't have to make it any more difficult for themselves. And a couple of cautious utility usage. Daiki, I think he should be hearing the jumps here and there. Or maybe he's just hoping that a short peek could come out. Oh, yeah, he's just hoping for the short peek. Never mind.
Nope.
As everybody else from Too Easy Gaming is going to be situated outside of A House, as well as the ramps on long. And that's going to be another round for entry. Maybe we can go for this 3rd game. Maybe 5entry just started slow, or Mirage just did not sit well for them. But this time on Dust 2, it seems like it's working out fantastically. We haven't still shifted in the sides here, but definitely 5entry have finally found their groove.
Definitely agree completely, but it seems like they've lost a player somewhere along the lines. So unfortunately, we'll be having to go into a pause. So let's take a moment to breathe and do some yoga, maybe. I don't know why specifically I thought about doing yoga, but
Yoga's good. I do that
that's-
from time to
yeah.
time. Just the basic ones. Like, if you say that yoga is not difficult, try out the intermediate. If you're not used to it, you will...
No, I mean, I've done it. I just
difficult.
don't know, and I like it, and especially the yoga classes are fun, man. You meet a lot of cool people, but
Sure you do.
yeah. I mean, hey, I'm not trying to throw shade or anything. All right, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. I'm saying, yeah,
yoga's
sure you
fun.
do.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm glad we agree. All right. I'm glad we agree.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you.
So now would be the best time. Everybody whether you're a CT or a T side, just inhale through the nose. I'm not gonna lead a yoga class in the middle of a tournament before it gets a little bit too messy. Who are we missing on Too Easy Gaming? Who left? I didn't really see. Siwa, Omar, Spawn. I totally forgot. I'm just.
It's okay.
It's
I
okay. Yeah,
understand
thank
your
you.
pain.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check who we lost. Nope. Nope. This is not the right team. There's something wrong with the team list I got actually, and yeah,
Isn't it
there's
Nike or Nike? That might be their old member, and I think I'm remembering things wrong right now. I also have bad memory from the looks of
Yeah.
yeah. So
nice
how are
evening.
things so far with this particular game? Just to kind of set us, with the forward path here, because again, Too Easy Gaming, as I think the CT side here, it seems like they're having a very difficult time in just finding their mojo that we saw from Mirage. Even though it has been back and forth, there's definitely a lot of points now where I think like SKWow is the one to just always clutch out the rounds, and they haven't really found that stride that we saw that was so dominant on the Mirage map. Could be just because, like you talked about it, it's much more simpler to just charge out from the site, either fake your opponents, and it seems like Too Easy Gaming, they're quick on the trigger to go for that quick rotate compared to Mirage, where they were just so adamant at just knowing the movements of their opponent. Here on Dust 2, it's been, I think, the complete opposite of that. They've just been like, if they lose somebody on A long, they're gonna rotate to accommodate the entirety of the map. Where I feel like that might not work out because of how aggressive 5entry have just been charging out, especially with just bodies or numbers advantage, or forcing numbers into one particular angle here.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo your sentiment there. I just think, 5entry, they found the groove. The only thing I would like to see the scoreboard. Okay, there we go. I got to see it for a bit. SKWow has about 21 kills this early on. And it's barely halftime. It's not even halftime. He's the only one, I think, really truly keeping Too Easy Gaming alive right now. Otherwise, Entry would have taken, I think, a lot more rounds, honestly, for them. It's just the power of a star player. It's able to keep your team alive, and that's quite important.
Yeah. I mean, in any kind of competitive sport, right? Esport or traditional, like having somebody to lead the charge definitely helps your mental, because
Who's
you
the
don't
Michael
feel as
Jordan
pushy.
of CS?
Has to be simple, right?
I mean,
It
yeah,
has to be.
it has to be simple.
It has to be simple. Like, I
No,
mean,
because like
there's
if
people before him.
yeah, right. Because we can talk about the golden age, but those are like I don't know. I feel like simple still is the top. Then we can talk about Astralis at their at their peak form. They're still pretty good, but they're not like golden age Astralis.
Yeah, Strauss is like the Spurs of like 2013, where they were
Or
just
Golden
so
State Warriors.
for Astralis.
Yeah, because
I think it's
no one was
Spurs
really a
more,
big superstar player. They were just a solid 5-man squad.
dude. GSW has a lot of superstars. I
Yeah, but they're
feel.
all star players. There's no like one
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah. But I
It's
think
not like
again,
Michael Jordan and the Bulls.
yeah. But again, that's why I went back to the Spurs, because I feel like the Spurs were more of a team that just like utilized each other well, lots of passes and stuff, and you can just translate that into Astralis using
Oh no,
understanding nade utilities and stuff.
I thought we were gonna go into a start to 4v5. That would have been
Okay,
bad.
it's
But again,
been no.
yeah, that would have been really bad. So we have to sit around for a little bit longer and just hang out. Just, what's up, guys? Very nice evening today. It's getting late. We still have one more best of 3, so worry not if you guys did not get your fill of good CS:GO. We can still get you something to go. Some here. we'll just record the VOD and you can take it home
Just
in a
pop
nice
it
little
out for
pack.
you. Yeah, no
We'll
worries.
we'll,
No
we'll bring
worries.
it to you with a fortune cookie. Be like, you will lose your next 16 ranked games. That would be cool. Hey, how about that? What if we had an esports restaurant, and then you get esports fortune cookies that just said, "You will win your next two games. You will have an
That could
AFK
work.
on your team." That would be
Yeah,
pretty cute.
that could work. That could work.
Yeah,
I could get behind that.
like a sports bar, but for esports.
Esports bar.
Esports bar.
I mean, you said it already.
I mean,
Sports bar, but for esports. I mean,
I
like an
realize how
esports bar.
dumb that sounds. Okay, I realize it after a minute.
It's okay, man. I'm here to point out your. I was about,
Thank you.
about to say your dumb idea.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Always keeping me in check in reality, firmly rooted in reality now.
Yeah.
Are they gonna start yet? I think we're just hanging on. 14 seconds left. Maybe we'll take a pause. Hold on. I'm getting messages from the producer. No, that's you. Give me hopes up. Get my hopes up for a second there. It's gonna be another day where we I think we're getting a big technical problem, so I think we're gonna take a little bit of a short break. When we come back, we'll continue this right now because we got to take a little bit of a breather. It's a little bit strange to just hang out here. So join us again in a second when we will continue this talk show. But for now, again, I'm Illustrato. This is Asteroid. We'll be back with the rest of the game in just a bit. So stay tuned, guys.
We try to be perfect. Do you know what your worth is? You always give, but you don't take. Don't you deserve it? Always running around circles. Gotta be there when they need your care, but you need a break or two or three. Tryna look after them, gotta look after yourself too. But you can't give away something you don't have to lose. She just wants the love. She just wants the love. She just wants the love. So don't change, no, don't change, no. Got love in your DNA. Well, she's a lion, but she'll never roar to prove a point. Quietly sure of her own mind, and if they know best, they'll join her side, yeah. Don't make no mistake, she's at her heartaches, yeah. She's at her heartbreak, time and again, but no, she don't focus on it. Oh, there's so much unpromised. You best believe her if you get and keep her. No, these jeans are rare, should rethink what you knew before. She just wants the love. She just wants the love. She just wants the love. So don't change, no, don't change, no. Got love in your DNA. They should have your name up in lights now. It would take the Hollywood sign out. Well, no, don't you ever have no doubts. I'll be cheering your side loud. They should have your name up in lights now. It would take the Hollywood sign out. Well, sometimes the rain must fall down so the sky can be found. She just wants the love. She just wants the love. Oh, love.
All right, we're back 7-7. Happy days.
Wasn't
Maybe a
it
little bit
6 to
lucky.
7 a while ago?
There's still 4 players, by the way. I guess they have to play a 4v5. And I guess we're
so it
going
seems
to
like
map 3.
they're just gonna go for the. They're gonna go for the handicap.
You're handicapped.
What?
I'm
That makes no
sorry.
sense.
I don't know. Okay. It doesn't make sense because you're handicapped. Okay, let's not go there. All right. Oh man, spawn. Oh man, spawn. That's 3. He's going for more.
Boost me up, daddy.
Dude.
Get that kill.
That's awful. They win that 4v5, by the way.
He just got charged out. And Spawn just picks up the pace. Look at the kills for SK Wow. 24. Spawn with the, what was that, like 4K?
Yeah.
From 14 to 18. These guys
Daiki
are
has
really...
20.
Oh, okay.
The Daiki is 20. The person next to him on his team is 9. So he's hard carrying right now too. Oh no! Now someone from. Never mind. I'm.
Yeah, it's just the switching.
Yeah, I thought there was a DC. It's just the interface.
Okay, getting some information that there's 2 on the cross. Not gonna charge out. The dynamic here definitely changes, especially in the 4 versus 5. This is where I think 2EZ Gaming's style of gung-ho play cannot work out. They need to get that information first before anything happens. And I do like the play that they're trying to get to that mid-control. This could be very risky, especially if they don't have a smoke, which they do not. It's all about that contact play. Couple of Kevlars here and the Glocks. But that's about it. They're just playing on the B tunnels, and they're waiting for time. They're biting. Maybe they're going to try to bait for A here, because any form of sound, 5entry, they just rotate hard. And, okay, this is where it becomes very interesting, because they have to be aware of that cross. They have to be.
Observer! Dude, how do they still win that? It's just not right. Oh, Daiki? Man, if anybody can hold on to this side, anybody can hold on to this. Okay, no, he's dead. But still, he made it worthwhile. Brings it to a 1v2. Still doable. Spawn too easy. Oh my god. What?
That was almost. For sure, 2EZ Gaming's going to force buy. They cannot give any form of momentum for a 5entry here, because if they do, it's basically another body that has more weapons than your team has.
Yeah.
They have to force buy.
I think they should eco, actually. I think they should eco and play super slow since they're on the attacking side. And just wait for their teammate to come back. You know? Just like slow down and do nothing until your teammate returns. Use this eco round as a free timeout, I guess.
Could be. Still,
But
they will be going for just the save.
Ooh.
What a shot. Paradox. Spawn. These, bit of too much over-eagerness for 5entry to find these frags.
Bruh.
It's gotten blow up in their face. Basically, if you're holding an egg or somebody throws an egg at you and it splats, it's basically that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They just got full Marie Antoinetted and got thrown like eggs and beheaded multiple times. Just not pretty. Not pretty. And they're saving. They're saving on this, mind you. This is... Oh my god.
They have to. They're going to be broke going into the next round. And man, I have not seen a 4v5 wherein the 4 is actually pushing away the 5. It's kind of like... It's numbers advantage. But I guess when you have such explosive fraggers on the 4... That's when maybe it can turn all the way around. Where's the AKs? Give me those AKs. Yeah, they're buying up, and look at the money stored in the banks of 2EZ.
All they need is Deegs, man. And it's it's enough to fend off 5entry. Although I will admit, 5entry, there were a couple of instances where their positioning was so questionable, like just standing out in the open. Good counter flash and good counter nades, though not really going to slow down very much, but will allow them to hold on to their site a little bit longer. It's a fake. They're going for the fakes.
But 5entry, now that they haven't seen any charges at all whatsoever and no short control, they got the information. It could be a straight up onto the B site. Especially when this angled and short run anime is, if there's any form of footstep outside of a house, he can hear it. So, but first contact, there is going to be a lot on the B. It's gonna be only the MP5s. I don't think they have the M4 here. They're just charging right now through the meat grinder, through the molly there. But Spawn, Easy, and Amkar step up to the plate. And we are left with 2 versus 3, and Okinawa can make it even more expensive as he just charges balls deep into the fight. And that's gonna be a round for 5entry.
I'm just gonna pretend you didn't say that. It's not 9-9, and it's the German scoreline that we got here. Very angry 5entry. What are we lagging? I feel like we're kind of lagging.
Maybe just our specific feed. Mine's actually pretty smooth.
It just looks like it looks like our feed is like in 30 FPS or something.
Okay, mine's actually smooth, so that could be.
Okay, that's weird then. I just don't know. Then.
Yeah, maybe this is the game for 2Easy Gaming to always just buy the deagles, because it seems like every time they have the deagle, they just play a different style that I think 5entry do not expect to always hit those heads.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is kind of why I miss Lance, man. I think everybody just agrees that Lance is just the best. Oh, they're trying to go for the refract, but the flash is good. Good placed flash. Forrest. Oh, nice headshot though. Makes things interesting for a second. Okay, now Wakan surviving with 3 HP, and he's gonna be alive at the end to tell the tale of how he almost lost his scalp. Just barely grazed him at the top of his forehead there, and it's 9-10. 5entry looking to take us to game number 3.
Still need 6 more, but it's looking, well, definitely better for them. And having anime and with the AWP once again with the zoomer banger, with the sniper, with the thunder stick, this is where it becomes very difficult. Spray through the smoke, gotta back away, respect the boom boom house. SKW spots out 1, has to hit a shot here, and he's entry fragging out of his damn mind. Man, thankfully, at least for 2Easy Gaming, the top fraggers from the Mirage map are here to overwhelm once again, and bomb will be planted for B, but there's a bit of a lurk here. This could actually work in their favor. They haven't lost a single one, and they even found where the other was already, and well, this could be a 4 versus 5, but 2Easy Gaming not making it an easy round or easy game for 5entry rather.
I do not like that peek from B main. It's from B site rather. They peeked out 1 by 1. It goes for the trade kill, but it was a little too soon. The double peek would have been better. They were unable to synchronize, and if you're gonna give a chance like that to SK Wow, he'll take it and run with it. And that's exactly what he did. Gets 2 kills, gets the site for his team. And honestly, SK Wow, he was in an awful position. There's no way he should have ever won that duel because he was out in the open. He couldn't retreat. He couldn't fall back, and he somehow still won the round. I don't know. That was a little bit messy for 5entry for me.
He's really playing out of his mind, though. That's where we kind of change pace a little bit and look at it from that perspective. That he just probably was feeling his aim, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna connect this, guys. Whatever you throw at me, I'm gonna catch it and bring it all the way back to you." Now there's gonna be an incredibly weak buy for 5entry, but they just pushed through the smoke. This is gonna be a lot of contact with Spawn. He knew what was going to happen, and B side, if they charge it right now, it's free for the taking. This could prove some damage, but
okay,
look at that pre-fire from Spawn.
What? I'd be pissed if that happened to me. I'm just gonna say it like that.
Yeah,
that's he walked that way there, and he still got pre-fired. Just not very.
Okay, wow. He has no amount of
Yeah.
respect or fear whatsoever. Just, you know, just galores, just walks straight up, struts his stuff on mid, and basically says, I'm here. Now, 5entry, they still do have that money. They'll be able to purchase Laprasu's AWP once again. Could be the challenge on mid. Where is SK Wow? Oh, let's see. Who's the better opera here? He got to the mid, two charging onto top mid here. And they get that short control. Who's going to be the one? I do like how we see SK Wow and Spawn Easy are the ones who actually are split apart here, where the rest is charged right in. But this could be bad because they're lining up for Okinawa-kun. SK Wow's got to back away. Nice little bit of movement here. He's trying to bait out the shot. Might have seen the body, but can't take that pixel angle. Spawn too easy. He waited, he baited, and he got it. That's going to be 2 versus 2. The cross is not going to be too good just yet. Spawn Easy, he's going to not make this too, well, easy for them. One coming from the back, big flank. SK Wow has got to be careful. He's planting, but where is he planting? Oh, okay, safe.
That's a big miss right there. That could have been the kill. That could have been the round, but SK Wow somehow keeping it alive, going for the no-scope, but to no avail. Hare has to push through the smoke. Spawn too easy has found 2 kills, looking for the 3rd. And hanging around Car, trying to be smart. He gets dinked up, but nowhere near enough to get the kill, only with the SMG. So we're somehow in a 4v5. Somehow, someway, Too Easy Gaming looking like they're going to take us into a 2-0. Okay.
I mean, it's not over till it's over. It's not done till the fat lady sings. It's not done till the last bit of brew has been consumed.
Yep.
It still could work for 5entry here, but the way that they're playing, it's just fantastic. Look at the nade play. I mean, it stops Omakar for a hair, but then he just charges right out with a fury. There's one inside the smoke. How does he even connect that?
What? That's just... Oh my god. These shots are nutty, man. And if I were on the receiving end of this, I'd be so mad. I'd just drop the game and I'd be like, nah, I will take a break, a very long break.
That was a good shot, though.
Yeah, they're so close to winning. Look, it's 13 to 10. They're like 3 rounds away.
Oh. Is that a hero AWP? Oh, they still have some money to buy. I think it's the max loss bonus that is funding them. The sponsor for 5entry here. How much moolah do they have? They got money to burn. They got some currency to burn. Yeah.
Look at that. 31-32 on 2 players? No way.
Just getting the kills.
That's just... Oh, man, that's unfair, isn't it? That's a little unfair, I think. 2 players on their team, if you put their score together, they have 60 points, 60 kills. I don't want to say
60 bomb. Yeah.
I don't want to say it, but it looks like they're smurfing. That's what it feels like. There are some days when you get up, just like kind of how simple is kind of always smurfing.
Yeah.
Even if it's the Pro League.
Like, you wonder what it feels like to be someone that high level, right?
Yeah.
Who's considered the god of CS. One of the gods of CS.
Oh, he's up there. If there were a pantheon of CS god, Simple would definitely be up there.
Yeah.
He'd be. And Astralis has to be their own group, kind of like the Oracle, like the witches in Greek mythology. There's 3 of them, so they're like 5.
Yeah.
But look at this aggressive play towards short, and it's just shut. It's shut down. It's shut down. The aggressive play. I like the idea. I like the idea to challenge short, but they lose 2, and the T side, they're just doing everything they need to do to shut down this defense. Whether they get creative offensively, whether they get creative defensively, whether they play passive, anything that the defense throws at them, Too Easy, they're so ready for it.
Oh, he was ready for that. Man, you gotta take away SK Wow's op. He's just too good at this. There's nothing that he's doing wrong. Daiki, did he just flash himself off? Like, he was doing a pause flash, but his opponent was ready for it. D-scopes, re-scopes into another shot. We need only 2 more rounds and 5entry. They're looking pretty hot, but too easy gaming. They just stepped up to the plate. It's just pure skill play here. They have setups, yes, but it's all about just getting those shots to connect. And it seems like too easy gaming. They got front row seats to that every single time.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Just watch and so just let it unfold like a beautiful Shakespearean play. It's like, yeah, let's just let it happen. You know that Hamlet and everybody else is gonna die, but you watch it anyway because it's exciting. And this is what we're watching right now. It's like a Shakespearean tragedy. Everybody on 5entry just going down one after the other. But it's a beautiful train wreck to watch anyway. So B hit now coming in. Only one player here to defend. Daiki, okay, he's good for 1. He's good for 2. Looking for more. Pulls out the USP. Backup is here, but SK Wow makes short work of that backup. Okinawa-kun looking to be the pinch play. And they actually get another round. 14-11. The B hit fails.
Daiki, I believe, has done that twice. With the SMG, no doubt. 2 players coming out from the B tunnels, gets 2 kills straight up with the SMG. He did that in one of the previous rounds, and he does it once again. So 5entry, they have a chance. They have a hope here. And actually, it seems like they're not supposed to be happening because of the number discrepancy there, but it's working out for them. 1 charge is right out, of course, but the re-peek and the re-duel is good. It's good. Nades being thrown as well, but it's not going to stop them for the moment. Spawn too easy will not get denied. Finally is taken away from the board by Anime, but it's left him in a 3 versus 3. SK Wow down to 9. Just a bit of a breath could actually take him away. Big flank coming in from Daiki as well, but Paradox does have the flank here. If he can get the kill, this should alert them that they can go for the B site rather uncontested. Spawn too easy's waiting. They have a minute on that timer, and they got everything that they need to actually get back into this one. Pop flash from Anime, but nothing will be had just yet. No way. The timing is just impeccable from SK Wow. How does he do this? But Daiki, he could prove to be a nuisance, but he decides to go back to mid to help the cross.
Now could line up 2. In fact, he does. He lines up 2 kills, and that's going to be almost the round. Has to find 2. SK Wow, he's come up huge before, but he only has 9 HP. Fortunately, he has an op, so it won't matter. If he can get the shots in, that's all it is going to take. But he does have to recover the op here, and he pulls out the Glock to be able to do it, and he does get closer and closer, but he has the challenge. He has to challenge Okinawa-kun in the corner. Can he prevail, though?
If he can, this actually could be... That's unrealistic, and he's already looking at long. Did he even hear his opponent's going to be there? 14 seconds. He has to run Vamoosh your way onto the site and get that bomb planted down. I believe Daiki knows about this. Charging right out. Does he have enough time? Of course, the resounding answer to that is a yes. Charges right out. Wants to go for that wall bang. Of course, he knows his opponent is already low. Throwing out the smoke as well. And SK Wow is going to be challenging at this. That nade is not going to hit a sweet spot. But you know what is? It's the op to connect. And SK Wow, I don't even know how he does this.
I don't think I could tell you either. Just amazing. 15 to 11, and we're going to get a pause now. So a little bit of a short breath yet again as we collect ourselves after that massive play from SK Wow. It seems we've had our fair share of pauses this tournament, so happily indulging into more, as it just seems to be a little bit just one of the limitations that we have in this current new world that we are facing in the pandemic era. A little bit 1984, a little bit Orwellian, but we have to make do for now.
are gonna resume the game here. I mean, this has been one of the weirdest games I've casted because
Yeah, it's a little bit
there's
strange.
Too Easy Gaming. I mean, an animal has 4 legs, right? Maybe they have 5 legs, if you know what I mean. But they're operating on just the 4, and they're still making it work. The appendages are lacking, but it seems like the other ones are enough to kind of support the entire body here, and that being SK WoW and
Yeah, it's like losing your
Spawn to
senses.
Easy.
You're
Yeah,
like losing
exactly.
your vision, and then suddenly your hearing and
I-
all the other senses get stronger.
I think that's only in the comic books that or something.
Isn't that true? I thought it was.
I'm pretty sure
true.
it's not true. I'm pretty sure it's not true.
Okay.
I mean, you just get used to being. Let's say if you're blind, right? You're just used to getting blind, and you just work with what you have left. But I think, scientifically speaking, it doesn't work that way. I could be wrong though.
I'm gonna Google it later on because Google.
Yeah,
knows
please,
all.
please educate me
Google.
with Google.
Google knows all.
Google
But
knows
you know
all.
who knows all? Right now, apparently it's Omkar because he walks through mid and just wins that. He just wins that now, and did he get spawned too easy? But Paradox will actually prevail. 2 players towards mid. That's going to be a good trade frag. SK WoW is good for 1, and he wins that game with a Glock, guys. He wins the game with a Glock. That's just how it. That's just how it is, you know.
That's gonna be Too Easy Gaming with our first best of 3 here for the night. Already in the bag. 16-11. That's a little bit different to what we saw on the other map, which was Mirage. But you know what? Still, in the end, that's gonna be a series win for them. Congratulations, and they're just gonna be happy about that one. And the next one